Welcome back to RealVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one I'm calling Dollar General Grand Opening because this is a commercial property. This is a place where you could put a Dollar General. There's one up the street, but I think you'd be better off putting like a Family Dollar or a Dollar Tree or something similar to this on the property. But with the new one opening up the street, we've got numbers and things to point at. So I'm going to point at that when I'm showing you this property. So let's jump into the website, RealVacantLand.com. I've got you this new property. I'm asking $109,000, basically $110,000. Luke Smith, phone number up here. You can give me a call. If you're watching on your phone, you can go to the link in the description of this video. It'll take you back to the website. You can click on it. It'll start calling me. If you're on your computer, there's a link in the description. It'll take you back here. If you're on the TV, my phone number is 760-274-7711. Give me a call and I'll tell you about this property. So let's watch the video. So this is in South Carolina. This is Anderson County, South Carolina. It's 2 acres, right? Yeah, it's 2 acres. I forget my numbers. So here it is. It's on a street and there's buildings around it. There's utilities. It's a highway, US 29. And here's a picture of the property. There's a big sign out front. There's power lines. There's some trees. It's your classic country looking property with that's commercial that you could put a shop on. You could do equipment rental. I mean, you could do a lawnmower repair shop. You could do a car fixing, muffler change, body shop, all those kinds of things on this property. Lots of stuff that you could do here. I'm just pointing out Dollar General because that's one of the newest things that's happening in the area. So here's some pictures of the property and some diagrams, and you can feel free to go look at these diagrams and pictures on the website. Okay, let's go down to map. I got these maps, these interactive maps on realvacantland.com. Here's a map. Here's the road, that same highway. There's some buildings, some other industrial kind of buildings around it. A church, I believe, and maybe a junkyard across the street. If you can put a junkyard in, you can build almost anything there. Nobody's going to stop you from whatever you want to do, right? The junkyard across the street. So here's the property. Here's the highway. Let's see what's going on across the street. That looks like a junkyard, right? Might be able to tell. Used cars. Okay, used car lot across the street. Looks like they sell parts too. Got buses, all kinds of stuff in there. Okay, so Metco mattress place, speech and hearing, South Carolina Department of Motor, like the DMV, home goods store, appliances and home goods. Okay, $109,000, 2 acres property, commercial property. You got GPS coordinates. If you want to go take a look at it, click on the link. It'll take you to the property. Okay, let's get into the fun stuff. I pulled up fun stuff's economics, right? What are the economics? Other people, the fun stuff is what's the view. I want to know the numbers. It's about numbers for me. Let's look at the numbers. So I pulled this up in Crexie. And so here's that Metco, here's the DMV. There's Stop a Minute down the road. That's the gas station. We're right in here somewhere. So our property's in here. And one of the things that's up for sale is Dollar General. And you can see it up in the corner over there. I don't know if you can see it. There's Dollar General. And if we zoom out some more, there was another Dollar General. They did 2 of them in this county that are up for sale. Yeah, there's Dollar General. there's another Dollar General. Brand new. These pictures, it's the same picture, but they're different. They're different addresses. This is in Anderson. This one's in Belton. So if we zoom in, we'll get the one in Anderson. If we zoom in, it's over here. I'm just going to get that. There's a 7-Eleven on this street. I mean, you could do that too. You could put a 7-Eleven. There's a old stone tractor. I mean, this also looks like the kind of place you put a hay and grain or hay and feed, pet store kind of food. It's a good sized town. There's a lot of people around and there's lots of stuff you could put on a commercial lot. I can't think of all the businesses, but I'm zooming in on this Dollar General because that's the newest one. Okay, I'm clicking on it and it pulls it up here. Okay, so now we got the listing for Dollar General. This is brand new. It says where did it say it? The lease commencement. The lease hasn't even started yet. The lease starts in April 1st of 2022. Like, they just built this thing. Like, they might not even be operating yet. It's like brand new Dollar General. They're asking, what's the asking price? 2.104. So $2.1 million. The NOI, net operating income on this thing, they're putting a number on there, but they probably haven't even been operating yet. This is probably a guess. So it's $105,000 a year net operating income. What is that? Luke, what is that? Okay, so here's the story. They got a piece of land. They didn't buy it for me. Maybe they should have, but we'll let that water go under the bridge. You guys can buy from me if you want. But they bought some land and they built a Dollar General, and now they're selling it before it even opens or the day it opens, right? How much did they pay for the land? How much did they sell it? How much did it cost to build it? How much time did it take? Now, I've seen these Dollar General deals like where it goes from, like 5-6 months. You see it from going from dirt to there's cars in the parking lot buying stuff. I mean, the people that know how to build these things, they crank them out quick. They just slap them in there, boom, business. $100,000 plus a year revenue stream. Now, what do you do with that $100,000 plus a year revenue stream? You put it up for sale, you sell it, you get some capital, you go build some more of them. That's what these guys are doing. They put it up for sale, $2.1 million. The cap rate they're asking for at that, it's off the screen here, but I can see it, it's 5%. So they're asking for a 5% cap, and it's still for sale, so it hasn't sold yet. Maybe they get like 2 million when they're asking for 2.1, or maybe they get 1.9, I don't know. Maybe it's a 6 cap or 7 cap or something like that before it actually closes. Maybe they sell it. Maybe it's got to open and operate for a month or two before somebody actually buys it. Like, okay, yeah, the sales are happening. Okay, so, but right around that $2 million number, they're probably pretty close because they've probably done this a bunch of times. They probably know what they're doing. How much does it cost to build Dollar General? I went researching. So I've been digging through the internet and I've been looking at all kinds of what people are paying to build Dollar General. And there's always different prices and different things. You get these lower $250,000 prices if you're putting it in a strip mall, fixing a strip mall kind of location to make it happen. If you're doing a standalone location like this thing is a standalone location, and they're usually right around 10,000 square feet. Some of them are 9,000. Some of them are 10,500. This one that I got on the screen behind us is, this is a bigger one. 10,640 square feet. They're like all right around 10,000. So I found these guys that have done like 30 and different Dollar General builds in the recent past. And they're quoting numbers $65 to $85 per square foot. And they're doing them in multiple states. So let's say COVID happens, because it did, and now the price is $100 a square foot. Like, you can do your own numbers. I'm just talking generally here because I'm setting the stage, right? So let's say it's $100 a square foot, and that's a lot easier to calculate than $65 or $85 a square foot. Now, hopefully you get it down to like the $65 number, not my 100. But let's say it's a 10,000 square foot building, because those are the average sizes of these things. And let's say it costs you $100 a square foot to build the sucker. That's $1 million. That's $1 million to build one of these things. Look how much they got it for sale for. $2,104,000. So what's the differential? There's me in the middle. That doesn't include the land. So the $65 to $85 is not including land. I'm asking $109,000 for this property. It's 2 acres. You could build like a couple Dollar Generals on there. You don't want to build a couple. You don't want to build Dollar General because there's already one up the street. You probably want to build a Family Dollar or a Dollar Tree or something like it. It's going to have the same kinds of numbers, just a different color sign on the front. And you make yourself another $100,000, maybe $125 if you market it a little bit better, but $100,000 a year from there. And then you go put it on the market for $2 million. So you buy my land for $110,000. You build the Dollar General or equivalent, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree kind of place for $1 million or less, probably because I'm rounding up. And the differential in there's $1 million for what they're asking. Let's call it $900,000 by the time you probably pull off the sale. It's $900,000. Do you have to put up the full $1 million one? No, you can do finance. There's all kinds of financing to do these things. You're probably putting up, I don't know, $250,000 or something like that to make a $1 million spread. And the timeline of building these things, if you got a good contractor, I mean, it's like months. Maybe if you got a bad contractor, it's a year or a year and a half. But it's still really nice returns to go pull off that kind of trade. So take a look at this property, see if this is where you want to build a Family Dollar or a Dollar Tree or some kind of business like that, because that's what's happening. And the Dollar Generals usually have a Family Dollar across the street, just like McDonald's has a Burger King next door. These things spring up next to each other and they copy each other and they fill in. You know, I was looking, Dollar General has 17,000 locations. This is 2020. This is like a year and a half, 2 years ago. 17,000 locations in the US now. These guys have been growing like crazy because this business model works. And they need land to do more of these kinds of locations. So check this property out and see if this one fits the bill for you. Okay, I'm going to jump back into the website. What else do I have to say about this? Okay, so I think I covered everything. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith of RuralVacantLand.com. See you in the next one. Bye.